In this video, we'll learn how to create embeddings in ClickHouse using Ollama and OpenAI. We'll start with Ollama, which I think of as a package manager for open source large language models. So I've got Ollama installed on my machine, and if we do Ollama ls, you can see the models that I've got installed. And the one that we're going to use is at the top, Qwen3 Embedding. Next, let's launch ClickHouse. And we're going to set allow experimental AI functions to 1. And then we're going to create ourselves a named collection with our Ollama credentials. So we've got a provider, so that's OpenAI, because we're going to use the OpenAI-compatible API, and that endpoint points at the embeddings API on my machine. I've got that model, which is Qwen3 Embedding, and then the API key is going to be ignored, so we can put whatever we want there. Then we need to set AI function credentials, and we're going to do this at the session level to be Ollama embeddings. Next, let's create a set of values that we want to embed. So an embedding is an array of floating point numbers that give us a semantic representation of a piece of text. And we're going to limit the width so that we can kind of fit all this on the screen. And if we run it for that Alexi loves ClickHouse, you can see we get back for each individual word, we get a collection of numbers as an array. So floating point numbers in an array. We could then create ourselves a table called phrases. We'll have the text, the vector. What we're going to do here is we're going to give it text, and if we don't provide a vector, it's going to go and call the aiEmbed function and then generate that array of numbers. And then we're also going to add an index called vector index, and it's a vector similarity of HNSW. It's going to use the L2 distance function, and it's going to have 4,096 values per array. And so this is a approximate nearest neighbor search, and it's faster than brute force search, but we've sacrificed a little bit of accuracy in the results. And let's insert some phrases into that table, and then we can write a query here. I've wrapped it in a select, so it's not computed per row. So we say we want to get back the text, compute the L2 distance from the vector in the database versus our lookup vector, which is the embedding for finance. And then you see we then ask for 10 results. And it comes back and it says the stock market rallied after the interest rate cut is the most similar to the word finance. So that kind of makes sense. Next, I want to look at the Hugging Face dbpedia dataset. So this has 1 million OpenAI embeddings using the OpenAI text embedding 3 large model. And so we've got this loaded already in a table called dbpedia. So if you have a look here, we've got an ID, a title, text, the vector, and then we've got that similar type of index there, HNSW. And we're going to have a look at one of the records in there. I'll just slice the vector so we just get 10 values, and you see it comes back. We've got the ID, the title, the text, and a part of the vector. Now let's create ourselves another named collection for OpenAI. So again, providers OpenAI. Endpoint now needs to point at openai.com. The model's going to be text embedding 3 large. So it's slightly changed names from when the dataset was created. And we've got our API key in there as well. And don't worry, this one has already been revoked. We can then test it out. So I'm going to say I'm going to aiEmbed finance. I'm going to then do it at the query level this time, AI function credentials to be OpenAI embeddings. And again, we're going to limit the width of the columns. And you see it comes back. It's 3,072 values in these arrays. We can limit that though, because when that dataset was created, it only had 1,536 values per array. So we can pass that in as a second parameter to aiEmbed. And then you see it comes back. And this time it's 1,536 values per array. And finally, let's have a bit more of a topical query. So we're going to say I want to do an AI embedding of the best footballer ever, and then try and find the closest dbpedia entry to that. And it comes back with Lionel Messi, who many consider to be the GOAT, or the greatest of all time. And if you want to learn about more on vector search in ClickHouse, you'll want to check out this video next.